Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south, I'll be spreading out.
What's going on, Credit Sniper? Welcome. Guys, today we are going to be talking about how to get high credit limits on your credit cards, either than the ones that you have or the one that you're trying to get. Now, but before I continue, guys, I welcome you to our channel, guys. I welcome you here today. If this is your first time, please do not forget to go ahead and subscribe, guys. Like, and share. You are going to love, let me say it one more time, you're going to love this video. There's some valuable content. So what I want you guys to do is like and share. Send it to a friend, send it to a family member, somebody that this can help to. Now, at the same time, guys, do not forget, go over here, make sure that you click on that bell icon, but make sure that you also click on all, so like that you'll be notified every time that we post a new content. Guys, at the same time, this content is free. I want to make sure that I help you. But guys, help me reach more and more people. And how you can do that is by giving me the thumbs up. You see the little thumbs right there? The little sign that you see thumbs? Hit it right now. Hit it later and continue hitting it. Give me a like, give me a thumbs up, so like that the YouTube algorithms help me reach out more and more people. Guys, I appreciate it. So without further ado, let's go to the video. Now, guys, are you guys tired of getting the baby credit cards? When I'm talking about the baby credit cards, it's the one that we all start with. The $300, the $500, the $1,000. Do you want to increase your credit, like your credit score, either your credit, your allowable credit on your credit cards? Well, guess what, guys? I'm going to help you today. Now, one of the things you got to keep in mind is banks, whenever they see your score, then whenever they see your report, they love to mimic your highest spending limit. What I mean by your highest spending limit, so let's just say, have you ever had a credit card that, for conversation's sake, is $100? Let's just amp that up a little bit. Let's just say for what we usually see, $1,000. So $1,000, and let's just say you use $900 of that. Guess what? That is your highest spending limit. If you go to your credit report right now, you'll see in the $1,000 credit card, you're also going to see what is the highest spent limit of that card. So what was the highest limit that you ever spent on that card? So in other words, that was $900. So what they're going to do, they love to mimic that. So if you're going to apply from one Synchrony, let's just say, to a Chase or on Capital One card, more than likely, they are going to give you a $900 credit card. Now, using that example from before, the goal here will be for you to use as much as possible of that credit card. So for example, you had a $1,000 credit card. Your goal is try to use between 75 to 100%. But only do this if you have the ability to repay. Your goal is to be able to actually use between 75 to 100% and make sure that you pay it off and bring it all the way to the magical number. Now, if you've been following me, you know that our magical number is between 2 to 5%. Now, at the same time, one of the other tricks that you need to keep in mind is what using the 75 to 100% and be able to pay it off. You need to find out what is the statement closing day. For the most part, the statement closing day is way before, probably could be between 8 to 5 days before the due date. Now, this is a common mistake that a lot of people have, and they think about, okay, well, before I pay before the due date, I'm good to go. I'm not gonna get a late payment. Well, you won't get a late payment no matter what. If you pay a couple of days after the due date. Remember, you only get a late payment if you pay past 30 days from the due date. That's when you'll get your 31, your 60, 90, or 120 days late. Now, in this case, our goal is to find out when is the statement closing date. Why? Because this is the date the banks report your current balance to the credit bureaus. So depending on the credit utilization from that card, That's how much they are going to report, and that's how much it could either help or be derogatory to your credit, to your overall credit score. So the goal here is for you to always try to keep between 2 to 5% of your credit utilization. So for example, for conversation says $1,000, if you use $800 out of that, so 2 to 5% of this will be between $20 to $50. So by the end or before that statement closing day, your goal is for you to be at a $20 to $50. Now guys, responsibility is one of the main things that banks always look for. If you were able to pay the high amount and still keep it at a low utilization of your credit card, that's gonna look so good on your record, on your credit report, that banks will be willing to actually lend you money. Now, one of the things that you always want to do, and if you want to go back to one of my videos, is get yourself in public record. Now, while you do this, and banks always check on public record to see if your information is out there, they will always send you pre-approved credit cards. While you do this, and if you ever get to apply to any of these pre-approved offers, then banks will always check what was your highest utilization and make sure that you actually were able to pay it off. And guess what? You will always be able to also get that high amount. Now guys, another trick that I want to show you, or that I want to tell you about, is adding trade lines to your credit report. Now, what is a trade line? So a trade line is a credit card, is an auto loan, or it's a car loan. So any open account that you could add to your credit report. But in this case, we're talking about credit cards. Why? Because these are the ones that will give you the age, and it will give you the credit amount. So for example, I have an account of $1,000, and I was able to use my $800 or $900 before the statement closing day. I was able to pay to either 2 to 5%. So let's just say I am at $30 on this $1,000 card, and I was able to use $900. Now, what I did going forward is, I was able to buy a trade line. So I was able to go ahead and get a trade line for $5,000. Now that shows the bank that I'm little by little increasing on responsibility, and I was able to actually increase. So a $5,000 trade line that falls into my credit report, I just became the authorized user for that trade line or for that credit card. Guess what? That person or whoever I bought it from could have, let's just say, 15 years with $5,000 of credit. Guess what? Every year on that trade line gives me 6 points on my credit report. So I could automatically gain 90 points by adding a 15-year trade line with $5,000. Well, guess what? Usually trade lines last on your credit report between 2 to 3 months. At the end of that, they fall off, but the age always stays on your credit report, which means when I go back and actually now want to apply for the Chase Sapphire, guess what? My highest trade line or credit ever reported in my credit report now is $5,000. So I have the ability to be able to get now a credit card between $1,000 to $5,000. Little by little, I'm scaling. Now, another trick that I want to tell you about is calling your creditor. So let's just say I was able to have my $1,000 credit card, and I was able to actually use the $800 to $900, and I was able to bring it back to between $20 to $50. Now I was able to have my AU or my trade line added to my credit report of $5,000. And between that, I then applied for a Capital One. Capital One came back and gave me a $4,000 credit card. So little by little, I am scaling, right? So I went back with Capital One, and I was able to use Capital One for the next 2 months at $2,000 or even $1,500, but I was able to pay and still bring it between 2 to 5%. Guess what? On the 91 day, I was able, or you are able, to call your creditor or your debtor and ask for a credit line increase. You'll be surprised. For example, American Express will give you a 3x on the 91 day, as long as you are able to use the credit card at least at a 33% over the next 3 months. On the 91 day, let's just say, for example, I was able to get, in this case, a $4,000 credit card. I was able to pay it off and still keep it between 2 to 5%. That's my magical number. But if you want to actually get more technical, many say between 10 to 20 or even 30%. And yes, you can bring all with the 30%, but always try to stay under the 5%. Now, on the 91 day, you could call American Express. American Express can give you a 3x without a hard pull on your credit. So you could go from $4,000 to a $12,000 credit card like this, just by using the utilization, being responsible, and paying your bills on time. You could start increasing and scaling in no time. This is 2021, and this is the tricks, guys. All right, guys, let's recap. First of all, we talked about banks will mimic your highest spending limit on your credit card, right? So use it wisely, use it paid off. Always keep it between 2 to 5% before the statement closing day. So it's your job to call the bank and find out what is the statement closing date. Not the due date, but the statement closing date, because this is the day that they will report to the credit bureaus. Second, make sure that you get some trade lines. If you need help with trade lines, give us a call. My number is right here, 516-600-0127. We are the best credit blueprint, and if you need help with trade lines, we could give you trade lines up to 75% of my actual competitors. But at the same time, if you want to become part of the best credit blueprint, you can also do the same and still get the same discounts. But guys, lastly, do not forget, call your creditors. If you already have a good relationship, a great relationship, I was gonna say great, but I said good. So a great relationship with your creditors, give them a call. Let them know that, I'm trying to remodel my kitchen. I'm trying to make a purchase, something that you know that can scale. Do not ever say that you want to go to a party. You want to go ahead and go on vacation. None of that, guys. Make sure that whatever you use and you want to scale and you want to actually get that credit line increase, say that you want something that becomes valuable, like fixing your house, like remodeling your kitchen, like doing an extension, like I need a new roof, something like that. Let them know that you love the rewards. Let them know that you love the card, but at the same time, be very friendly with customer service. They don't get the best people calling, and sometimes they're having a bad day, and just by listening to you being the best person, you make the day, and most of the time they will go out of their way to help you. Now guys, my name is Carlos Estrada Vega. I am with the best credit blueprint, guys, and like I say, if this is your first time, I hope that you had a ball. I hope that you love this content, and guys, this helped you. Do me a favor, comment at the bottom. Let me know how we did. Let me know what you think. Let me know the good and the bad. Let me know what you guys want to know about, because actually this content that we put in today was one of our clients. They wanted to know more on how to get higher or credit limits on the credit cards. So, but at the same time, guys, do not forget to subscribe, like and share. Click on that bell icon and on all, so that you'll be notified every time that we post some new content. But most of all, give me the thumbs up. Guys, this is your boy Carlos Estrada Vega, the best credit blueprint, and I'll see you in the next video.
I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. That's how you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase